Does this album suck? Linkin Park's One More Light. Now, I've already done a vinyl review on this album, which I will link in the description for my full thoughts. But we'll talk about it for a bit, because some people were, well, one person, I don't get that many views, but one person was annoyed that I didn't like the album. Didn't like the album. And it's not that I don't like the album. I listen to it quite a bit. I do enjoy it. I hate the principle. I hate the fact that Mike and Chester, who are the head honchos of Linkin Park, they make the decisions. Completely abandon their sound. Just throw it out the window. You take the Hunting Party, the previous album, that was a masterpiece of heavy rock and some metal songs together. It's a superb album from start to finish. Amazing. And then with this album, they come back and they completely throw that out the window. Now, I know that Chester always had a problem with people comparing their albums to Hybrid Theory, because Hybrid Theory was this mega successful release they had. Their first debut album was huge when it came out, and it did resurface after his unfortunate death. But so they would compare Linkin Park's later albums to Hybrid Theory, and I know that in an interview for this album, he said that the fans of Linkin Park need to stop swear word comparing our albums to Hybrid Theory. And he's right, they can't make Hybrid Theory anymore. They can't recapture that sound. For example, my favourite band is Oasis, and their best album was their debut album, and subsequent albums are still some of the best albums ever, but they couldn't recapture that original sound, and it's the same with Linkin Park. Now, Hybrid Theory is not even my favourite Linkin Park album, but that's besides the point. But they did, the instrumentation, or the instrumentals, I'm broken, they sort of synthesized, it's all built around the vocals, so that they must have sung the vocals first, and then done the synths and the piano and whatever, all around that. So it all flows in a way, and it is quite nice, but it's still just, it's tacky. It's 2013, like Avicii and some of these big, it sounds like Katy Perry's songs from 2011, 2012. It sounds like that era of pop music is what they're trying to recapture here with this album, and to me, that's just stupid and ridiculous. Some of the songs I really don't like, but the only, what's it called? Talking to Myself is the only song on this album with at least a bit of rock leaning. But then the chorus is just the oh, oh. I know you can crop that out and make a gif, but it's just stupid. The lyrics, some of the lyrics on this album are great. Nobody Can Save Me is really well written, as well as Sorry for Now, which are two great tracks. But Talking to Myself the lyrics are shit. I'm sorry, but they are. Sharp Edges, awful. And Halfway Right. Halfway Right is the most bland and boring Linkin Park song ever. And it's one of the most bland and boring songs ever. And to be honest, it's just so forgettable. It's just, why did you need to make this? It's album filler for an album that's not very good anyway. The best song on this album is Good Goodbye. I like Mike's verse, I like Pusha T's verse, he has some good lyrics, and I like Stormzy's verse, and I like Stormzy's rapping anyway. He's a good addition to the song, adds something. And I do like Chester's vocals. I like the chorus, it's catchy and quite well written. But saying that, it doesn't save this album. So, does this album suck? Yes, it does. Join me next week when we go over Pink Floyd's Umaguma. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Does this album suck? Linkin Park's One More Light. Now I've already done a vital. Fuck you, Windows. Go away. That's going in the end.